don't care?
Yeah.
Okay, today's episode is brought to you by Jesus Juice.
Yes, also known as wine.
Jesus Juice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I like our color coord. I almost put that sweater on, like my version of that sweater, but I went for red instead because I wore that sweater on the podcast like a bunch of times. I don't know why it matters.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. I love repeating outfits.
We're a girl gang. And you know what? That minimalistic lifestyle, that's something that I need to really work on. Yeah. And I think I'm going to maybe start purging this weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want to purge?
Dude, purge it. I've got a purge bag.
Oh, bro, we can purge and bonfire.
Oh, yeah. But also part of the purge, I have enough clothes to go to another, to hold another clothing swap.
Nice.
Do you think you will?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Two Chicks is having a clothing swap. Stay tuned. The last time we had a clothing swap, you weren't there, but man, I got a month's worth of clothes. And
we're thinking about doing that at work too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier, man. It's just I like it when it's just we dump out our garbage bags full of clothes and look at it all together. Just real chill, no bullshit of appointments or sale racks, and just bring your stuff, dump it out. If you
want this? Yeah. No? Okay.
Take what you want and
leave what you don't.
Leave what you don't. Yeah. And everything at the end usually gets donated. So,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
And also, if you're donating clothes, just if you're not going to take the time to wash them and fold them and put them into a bag nicely, just take them to the dump, because that's where they end up anyways. And you're just wasting people's time, volunteers' time, to take your shitty garbage to the dump.
Yeah. I always wash stuff, but I'm going to be honest, I don't
donate,
always fold
don't dump.
Yeah. Yes, donate, don't dump. Absolutely. That's a really good point.
Yeah, because way too many people use our Introver home and the olive tree and stuff as dumping grounds, and that's not fucking cool. Be better, people.
Yeah, if your sweater is ripped, don't donate it.
No, because they won't keep it.
Give it to someone who can upcycle it. And there are a lot of people. So Barb at Crocus Cooley Rewarren and Manville can upcycle, and Peggy at Trash Cat in Lloydminster can upcycle as well. If you know of someone else who can upcycle clothing, let us know. We will promote the shit out of that because we just love...
We're here for it.
We love that. So, yeah. So, on to today's topic.
Yeah, okay, bro.
It's a stupid fucking thing, man. It's so stupid. And I don't want to talk about it, but I know that I have to because I actually didn't even want to. After I texted you, I was just going to tell you about it. But then something else happened, and then I was like, okay, we could talk about it. So... Anyway, listen, this is not to ruffle anyone's feathers. This is just to point out something that happened that didn't need to be that way. Because I'm looking to live in a more harmonious world with people who are nice. And so, you know how, we're not going to name any names either, but you know how I really like this one person and... You were like, that person seems mean. And I was like, no, man, she's nice. I can tell. She's a good person. I can tell. And you're like, I don't know. Seems kind of catty. You were right. You were 110% right. I made the mistake of being throwing out an olive branch. And it turned into a shit show. Okay, so this is what happened. So... I went to this event, okay? Someone was scheduled to be at this event to do this thing for children. We'll say that they were going to be performing for children. So I go to this event, and this performer isn't there. And so I ask someone at the event, hey, where's this person? And the person at the event says, oh, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't show up. Who knows? Didn't know anything, okay? Very innocent. So I then I saw this person online and said, hey, weren't you supposed to be at this thing that I'm at right now? And she was like, oh, no, that was false advertising. And so I was like, oh, no, crazy. That's no worries. Then I ran into my friend at the grocery store who said, hey, I heard you saw my husband at this event. And I said, yeah, we had a good chat. And she said, yeah, I heard that this that there was no person to do this, perform for the children. And so I said, yeah, actually, I asked her about that, and she said that it was just a miscommunication, false advertising. And so then what happened next? And then I went to work the next day, and someone else at work asked me, hey, like, I heard that this person was in there, and I was like, yeah, it turned out to be, like, a miscommunication. So I message this person and say, hey, like, I don't know if you care or not, but there's a few people who are like, where was this person? And so I just thought maybe you should, like, say, like, hey, sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because of the service that they were supposed to provide.
It was for kids. Like,
can I just say what it is?
I guess.
Like, I mean, they're going to know, like, whatever. So the person was supposed to be doing face painting at an event, and face painting is like one of those things that like
kids fucking want.
Yeah, they love it. They get excited for it. So like, of course, like people are going to be bringing their kids there. Like the main attraction for kids would have been sleigh rides and probably face painting there.
Yes, that was all there was to do, was sleigh rides and face painting. And so I even picked up my friends, 2 girls, and took them to this and said, okay guys, we're gonna go on sleigh rides and get our faces painted and drink hot chocolate. And so obviously the kids are like,
oh my god, Henry, that fucking rude.
I just smelled that and I was like, was that you?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my gosh, it smelled like he pooped.
Fucking Henry.
Oh, puppy problems on the podcast. I always love it.
Jesus.
Yeah, so anyway, so I messaged this person just to be like, hey, like, I wonder if you should, like, say, like,
did you
shake
yourself?
It was just a miscommunication, like, sorry, everybody, like, just to explain yourself, because, like, everyone in town, you know, kind of, you know, sees these things, and it's like, so it wasn't like a drama thing at all. It was just like, hey, you know?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
So anyways, the first thing this person says to me is, I don't care, people can say what they want. And now I'm reading that in a tone. I'm saying that in a tone. She probably didn't say it like that. It was more like probably, I don't care. People can say what they want. That's fine. And I was like, okay, yeah, girl, whatever. You know, that's fine.
You do you, boo.
10 minutes later, actually, fuck it. I'm going to post about it to see who's talking shit. And then I'm like, this is weird. I straight up said, like, hey, like, no need to, like, talk, like, it's not shit talk, it's not gossip, it was just a couple moms being like, what the fuck, like, we went to this event, where were you, like, it's just a very simple, like, thing, right? And not everybody's gonna direct message someone they don't know. So I just thought I was being nice by being like, hey, maybe you should just say, like I expected her to be like, hey everyone, sorry sorry there was a miscommunication, or sorry there was false advertising for this event, like, not a big deal, I'll catch you next time, like, something so sweet. Could have been something so sweet. Mm-hmm. This chick posted like 3 paragraphs of, I hope you can sleep at night now that you know, I guess everybody's gossiping about me. Like, it was so toxic. And I just, like, my mind the moment I read it was like, Megan was right. Like, she's not very nice. Like, that was so uncalled for. And the fact that you took the information I gave you and, like, let it stir you up inside to get so angry is so, like, bizarre. Like, So
she posted to her stories?
Yeah, I have screenshots. I'll show you them later.
Did she delete them already?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think she knows that was fucked up. And that, like, I still, like this person. This person has been nice to me in the past, but it kind of opened my eyes to, like, I don't know, just, like, why, like, and so then I texted you and was like, man, we got to talk about this. And
I texted you.
Or yeah.
That post, and I was like, what? And what are we talking about?
And I was like, I don't want to tell you over text. I want to tell you in person because I want to see your reaction.
Yeah, you wanted a genuine reaction, and I was like, why are you doing this to me?
You hate that.
You know how I am.
You need information.
I need answers all the time.
I know that was not going to go well for you, but I'm sorry, but I had to. But because I just was like, this is fucking, like, so bizarre. And so it just, like, opened my eyes to, like, man, like,
I have, like, for this person, like, I have, like, no ill intent.
No, I know.
Ill
You just
feelings
unfollow
I
people.
just unfollow.
That's all good.
Yeah, and her vibe was, I was like, just not fucking with it.
Yeah.
You know, and
I was, and now I realize, like, man, like, especially because, and this is something that I'm going to admit and, like, put out a public apology to Candace Willits, because something that really, like, so me and Candace had our disagreement in DMs, and then I took it too far by posting what I posted. I posted, like, a reel, you know, about overweight people, and it was really rude, and I owned that on the podcast. But, like, the reason that I got in such a tizzy was because this
person said that she did all these awful things
like,
to her, and that she wanted to, like, sit down and have a conversation with you. But the funny thing is that all these people that keep saying, oh, I got shit to tell you, but we got to sit down and talk about it. What, like, they never...
They don't want to talk about it because it's like
But they want to, like, talk it to stir up enough of, like... Because, like, let's just be honest. Like, this person has been in your DMs to trigger you, to make you fucking lash out on people. Just saying.
I mean, like...
And that's not cool either. Like, fight your own fucking fights, people. Like, what is this?
I mean, I don't want this angry, fighting, toxic, catty high school world. And so anyway, so I was going to totally forget about it. Like, after I talked to you, I was like, you know what? It's not worth my time. But then all of a sudden I had all these views on my story. And I don't get a lot of views on my story on my personal Instagram anymore because I'm shadow banned all the time. But all of a sudden I had, like, peak views. So I was like, ooh, I'm unshadow banned. But no, I'm not, because when I looked at who it is,
all her friends?
It's all her friends. So she is talking, like, obviously.
Is she thinking you're, like, the drama and she's, like, taking it out on you?
I don't know. Like, it's so, and so that is why I take pride in just being real and talking and saying what the fuck I actually feel publicly, because I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't have any ill will towards people, and I don't have any secret intentions or bullshit. Like, just fucking, like... Man, this drama doesn't have to be. Like, I just can't believe someone took, like, hey, like, some moms were wondering where you were and went, fuck all you bitches. Like, you know what I mean? It's so... And, like, I'll show it to you. It's pretty fucked. Like...
Yeah, no, I'll be interested to look at it, but I don't know.
I just want a community to love, like, I just, you know.
The thing about Lloydminster is it's all a rat race, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no genuine connections. It's all, I gotta be better than this person. I gotta be better than that person. There's no collaborating. And when they do collaborate, it just ends up being a freaking...
It ends up ending in a fight. Sounds like spam.
Yeah, it looks like spam.
Yeah, it like, even when, yeah, and I've seen that, like, even when girls work together, they find a reason to, like, try to one up each other, and then it turns into a cat fight, and I'm just so fucking sick of it. Like,
What's wrong with people?
Like, I have so many friends and online people that I interact with that are just normal. And so this Lloydminster High School shit, like, stresses me out. And it shouldn't. But, like, I keep, like, going out of my way to, like, be nice to people and interact with these people. And, like, that's my fault. I'm recognizing that. That's my fault. I'm going to stay the fuck out of your world because you don't want me there. That's obvious. But I do apologize to Candace Willits. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I should have gotten both sides to that story instead of running with one side. That was, yeah. And I mean, what's going on with the world? Like, everything in the whole world. Like, there's two sides to every coin. There's nuance to every situation. And I know that this podcast is gonna make people mad, but, like, it is what it is, and it's my truth, my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel guilty about doing it, but at the same time, it's like, no. Like, heart on my sleeve, this is what I want. I want people to get along. Like...
Yeah, well, like, we discussed, like, this podcast was just about keeping it real and just saying things how they are. and just being blunt about things.
Yeah.
And, you know, life's messy. We all make mistakes, but, I mean, the problem is we all make mistakes, but, like, nobody's really, like, putting in the effort to, like, better themselves or to heal from it or have these difficult conversations. They'd all just rather, like, put their head in the sand.
They'd either...
And then put their head in the sand, but then, like, act like they're friends on social media.
Yeah.
Which is, like, what are you doing? Like, that's toxic. Like, that's, like, putting, like... And, you know, like... Like, the problem is, like, that person's probably like, oh, you look so great. And then, like, behind closed doors, yeah, did you see what she fucking posted?
I know, it's totally Mean Girls.
It is. And, like, the reason, like, I know it's like that because of how they are in your DMs, you know? Like, and it's fucking disgusting how, like, they'll use you to, like, try and stir up drama. And, like, stop taking the bait.
I know, you're right.
And then they just, like, step back and go... let's just watch this unfold, and it's gross and it's unhealthy and it's fucking toxic and like and like shame on you and do better.
I know. I'm going to do better. I'm going to stop letting people get me riled up about things because they don't advocate for themselves, so why do I feel the need to? Like, why do I give a fuck? Like even some of these girls in Lloydminster who post nothing but like makeup, outfits and everything, like all these girls, they'll like DM me stuff from like activists, from leftists, and be like, can you believe this? Because they don't want to put their opinions out online, but they want me to battle these people, these leftists, because they know that I will. So it's like they don't want to be the one, they want me to be the one. But at the same time, they talk fucking mad shit about me, and I'm just so like I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Disappointed.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Like,
and like another thing too, like about like all like the animosity and everything, you know, and like how two sides to every story. There's also like there's our reality and there's their reality. In everything. And so even like, you know, when they like try and like poke at you to like, you know, lash out at these people that are like extremely like far left, like you're never gonna change their mind.
No, I know.
Because their reality, that's to them, that is their reality, that's what they see, and you can't change their mind. And I just had like a really good conversation about like that with my counselor actually the other day, and he was just like bingo, and I was like, yeah, like really, like the reality is we don't know shit about fuck unless it's in our realm that we can grasp and dissect. Like everything happening, you know, in the world, like we don't know. We literally don't know. And at the end of the day, like we are the minority. Like, you know, like the people with the money have the power. Like no, like. And
well, we're the majority, but like we just don't.
No, we're the majority, but like in like a.
Yeah, they're the 1%.
In a political or like a social like standard. They have all the power. Even if like, so like we basically are like treated like minority because we have no power is what I was getting at. No, I know like we're the majority, but like I was just making like a point, I guess. But you know, so it's just once you kind of like grasp that aspect, and that's something that I've been mulling over a lot lately, is like, this is my reality, this is the information that I have. But they have just as much information supporting, you know, the other. And if that's what they want to believe, you know, that's their reality. I can't make them see it from my point of view. And that's okay.
That is okay. And, like, I feel like I've really come to terms with that recently because, like, in the past few years, as you know, as we've both become awakened, like, I used to be super leftist. Like, I used to be fuck Donald Trump and fuck conservatives and let's get abortions every day. Like, I was so leftist. But because my mind changed, I believed that I could change people's minds for a long time. But I failed to recognize that my mind didn't just change. Trauma happened and like threw me into a pit. And as I dug myself out, I realized that the world I lived in wasn't what I thought it was. Yeah. And so it takes something to wake people up. You can't just chirp at them with comments all the time like I try to do. So I apologize if this ruffles feathers. Yeah. I do, but at the same time, it's time to be fucking real. We're in 2022. We're almost in Aries season. Like,
yeah, and the thing that I want to say, like, just note on is that, like, there are, like, extremely highly educated people, you know, that will speak out on, like, certain matters. And, I mean, these people, like, still, like, you know, so if, like, these highly educated people that are in it, working firsthand with, like, certain things, and, like, in all aspects, and if people are still going to be like, nope, like, there's no way that, like, average folk, you and I, are going to be able to change their mind. Yeah. All we can do is hold space and, you know, not be kind and be gentle with these people and just let them come to their own terms. And if that's, like, what you want to die on, fine. Yeah. This is what I'm going to die on. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not attacking other people for their beliefs, and I would hope that people don't attack me for my beliefs. Let's just live in harmony, and you know, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, having different opinions.
And actually, I read an article about, like, polarization and how, like, it was a guy describing how some of his best friendships, he's a conservative guy, and some of his best friendships are with liberals, because they got to points in their relationships where they would argue so hard about their points that it would become really, like, angry, but then it would kind of, like, dial down. And now, like, their friendship is so much better because now they can, like, joke about, like, hey,
have these conversations.
Hey, your buddy Biden did this again, and hey, your buddy Trump did this again, and it's like, that is fucking the world I want to live in. Like,
but the other thing too is that you can both learn from each other, because there's benefits, there's pros and cons for both, and there's also, like, cons for, like, the things that we believe in too, you know? Like,
yeah, absolutely. And echo chambers are fucking dangerous because they disconnect you from any outside information. And then you never really get the full picture of what you're trying to learn, so.
And who's trying to be a part of the conversation now?
Yeah, right?
What's up, Penny?
So, yeah.
Does everybody just love, like, how dogs love?
Yeah. Just What would Henry do? Think about that next time you want to be mean or go off. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Oh, my God, Henry.